just got back in from the gym. Obviously, had to train someone today as well. Obviously had work in the morning, so I've been a busy one. But yeah, man, just been what I mean, just been working hard, man. Just getting the gym in. Love going to the gym. Obviously when you see the benefits as well, nothing better. But yeah, man, just literally just parked up just now. But yeah, haven't seen too much news today. I've been a bit busy. But obviously I've seen Sky Sports News within the last hour or so, and I see that West Ham have made a bid for John Duran, and you know what, 57 million again. I did say that that kind of fee is going to be well, that's more or less going to be the starting point to get him. 57 million, and I think Aston Villa don't sell John Duran for no less than 70 million. If someone comes in with a 70 million bid, I think you possibly get him. But then again, they might look at it and think, well, we've got potentially one of the best strikers in the world at our club, and to replace him, because again, Ollie Watkins is there, but Ollie Watkins is what, I think late 20s. John Duran's just turned 21, and it's a case where you're not going to get a striker of John Duran's caliber in the market. So I think Aston Villa would do well to keep him, if I'm honest. But I think if West Ham, it'd be interesting to see if West Ham actually come back with another bid, because West Ham obviously did want John Duran before, and you can tell obviously they're looking to make him their main striker. If I'm John Duran, I don't go to West Ham personally, because I think John Duran can go and play for any of the top teams in the top four, top six. I mean, obviously Aston Villa are Champions League as well, but I think he can play. You're probably looking at Barman City, because they've just signed obviously Erling Haaland on a 9.5 year deal. He can go and play for any team in the league. That's how good he is. And again, I'm hoping this doesn't happen, but I'm surprised that Arsenal haven't made a bid for John Duran. Maybe they haven't got the money, but West Ham made a 47 million bid. Sorry, 57 million bid. Sorry, and again, that's not going to be enough. But we'll wait and see. Again, Man United. I want Man United to at least show some intent to try and sign a player like that. But again, it looks like it's not going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. But on positive news, you can see Man United are interested in Lecce's wingback Patrick Dorgu. Um, from what I've seen of Dorgu looks good, and Man United are in desperate need of a wingback, especially on that left hand side. And it looks like United are opening talks with Lecce. I think it's rumored to be about what, 22 mil, I think, to get him. Which again, in this day and age, someone of that profile, of that age, is probably good business. So yeah, I'll be happy to see United bring him in. And again, obviously, there's been talk about Garnacho going out the door. I think there was a report saying that Antonio Conte has been in touch. Um, Again, it's quite confusing to see why Antonio Conte really wants Garnacho to be the replacement for Kvaratskhelia. Because I think there's a lot of players out there that are better than Garnacho. But again, it's confusing. But if Napoli want to come and put the money down, then by all means. But um, yeah, I think that it looks like United are pushing through with this Garnacho, and I can't. I have to be honest. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Getting him at the club is good. Along with obviously Rashford as well. I think needs to move on. But yeah, it looks like United are going to be getting Garnacho gone, and again, that's gonna be a good bit of business, man. So I'm not too upset about that really. And getting in Patrick Dorgu will be a good sign to start with, because this squad needs reinforcements. It's a shocking squad. I mean, Ruben Amorim come out yesterday after the game saying that it's the worst Man United squad in history. Um, well, yeah. If you look at the starting 11, out of that whole starting 11, there's only about 4 or 5 players that I'll take from the whole squad, and that's Matthias de Ligt, Lenny Yoro. Obviously, he's still young, still got time to prove. um, Amad Diallo, and Joshua Zirkzee. They're the only four that I would say are certainties to go through next season. Oh, and Kobe Minu as well. I know Minu hasn't been great this season purely because he's been playing in the wrong position. But for me, those five there are certainties for me to be part of the squad going forward. I think everyone else, United should be moving on. If I'm honest, or getting at least putting them on a transfer list to get some offers in, because this squad is just poor. I mean, I know people want to get onto Andre Onana, and again, I didn't see Onana's his foul for the last goal, but to be honest with you, that was poor. And Onana is a problem, but he's not the biggest problem. He's probably one of the least problems at the club in terms of a playing squad. But yeah, that fumble yesterday for the third goal is unacceptable, and he needs to really have a good look at himself, man. Big up 100 wooden furniture. Um, yeah, big up, man, big up. Um, but yeah, man, I think United need to really look at some serious reinforcements. Again, there is players out there, but it'd be interesting to see what Amarim's going to target really, because there's been a lot of talk about the is it Dorgeles as well? Forgot his Nene Dorgeles, who looks good. Obviously Dorgu, there's been links there. But I want to see if he goes back to Sporting Lisbon for a few players. I know there's been talk about Gyökeres, who again, I'm not, I'm not a massive fan of Gyökeres. I do think he's a decent striker, but he's not someone I want United to bring in. I like Quenda. I think Quenda's got potential to be good. Obviously he plays as the right wing back as well. Um, it's been talk about Inacio as well, left-sided centre back again. Um, I think there's probably better out there, probably more athletic in that position as well. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think United should be targeting in this January window? Because I think that Man United need to be coming out of this window with at least three players. I think three players is a minimum for this squad. I think if United don't come out with three players from this squad, I don't know what's going to happen this season. I know, people will say United are too good to go down, which, again, I hear that, but this playing squad just isn't good enough. And again, it's going to be issues now with the team because Amarim's basically called this team out, and it's going to be interesting to see if this team are going to take issue with that. And again, not they might not want to try for the manager now, which I don't think is going to happen. But obviously, there's always a risk of these things happening. But they're clearly not good enough. So a lot of these players are clearly not level. And again, it's like when you look at teams around the league. I mean, half of these players don't even get into. Will they even get into a Bournemouth? Like, let's be honest. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Bournemouth play. They wouldn't. I'd have Ahmad obviously in there. Um, the ones that I've mentioned, yeah, you'd have them. But again, that's a crying shame, man, because yeah, man, they're struggling, man. Obviously, people know obviously Ineos, well, not Ineos, the Glazers. I'm not even going to talk about the Glazers too much because I'll leave that for other people. Obviously, people know that the Glazers are a big issue. Obviously, there's nothing that's being done really. Ineos have come in. I think we have to trust Ineos's judgment. I think people are quick to get onto Ineos, but I think let's just see what they're going to do. So I do have faith that they are going to bring in the right players. But at the moment, it's not good. And they need to back Amarim because clearly Amarim is a good manager, but obviously a lot of these players just ain't good enough, man. And obviously not including them in the squad. Um, and also Ericsson doesn't really play too much as well. But again, man, we have to just trust Ineos, see what they want to do. And I think you know getting Dorgo in will be a good start, and getting rid of Garnacho will be another good deal. I know people think otherwise, but let me tell you now, he won't be missed. He won't. I'm hearing people thinking they should get 70 mil for him. I don't know where they're getting this 70 million from. He's not that. He, I mean, people looking at his potential. He hasn't got potential to be a top player. He hasn't. He hasn't. You know what I mean? People will say he's 20, he can grow, but he ain't good enough, man. It's as simple as that. Like, don't be fooled by some of these people telling you that Garnacho should be going for 70 million. And you know what I mean? He's got the potential to be a world star. He hasn't. He hasn't. I've seen too much football to know that this guy is just an average player. You know, he's not good enough for Man United. And the fact Napoli want him, good luck to Napoli, man. The way Antonio Conte plays, he probably fit into their system because he's a runner. But you know, if they think he's going to be a top player, then I'm sorry, he's not. And Man United, thank God they look to be going in the right direction. Some people will say, you know, that they need money to try and move on to signings, but again, he's someone that should be out the door anyway, just like Rasmus Højlund, you know, just like the likes of Rashford as well. And Man United can kind of get a move on, really, you know. So yeah, but anyway, we'll wait and see, man. But yeah, guys, man, what do you think? Do you think it's good Garnacho's gonna be moving on, or do you think United should be sticking with him? And also, what do you think about incomings? Do you think United should be bringing in Premiership proven players or try and get players from abroad? What do you reckon? Give me some questions, guys. What do you reckon? But yeah, man, it's frustrating, man. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Um, yeah, obviously, other news around the world. Obviously, again, Chelsea look to be making some moves. I think they signed a young defender from Strasbourg, Mohamedou Sarr, who looks quite good. Um, so yeah, Chelsea, man, they'll get jobs done. I mean, there is interest in João Felix, I think, from AC Milan, but I think Chelsea have said that they don't want to sell him. I mean, there was interest. I mean, there's been reports of Chelsea wanting Garnacho, which again I don't understand because where's Garnacho going to play? Big up Jack Newman. Big up Safe for coming on. Um, I don't understand why Chelsea would want Garnacho. And again, I don't think Chelsea actually want Garnacho. I think that's just I think they're just using Chelsea's name to hurry up Napoli because Garnacho isn't gonna be Garnacho ain't better than Sancho, so he ain't gonna start on the left. And then on the right, I know Pedro Neto hasn't been great, but he's not better than Neto. If you're gonna move on Madueke, I hear that, but again, Maresca likes to play inverted with left footers on the right footers on the left. So it wouldn't make no sense. And you got William Estevez coming in as well. So this whole Chelsea talk with Garnacho, I can't take that seriously. But if Chelsea did want Garnacho, United need to try everything possible to try and get João Felix in exchange. Because having João Felix in that left 10, again, that'll be a great bit of business. Because I think João Felix is at a crossroads in his career now where he needs to just nail down a position. And at Chelsea, he's unfortunate because he's got Cole Palmer there, and Cole Palmer's arguably Chelsea's best player. And it's a case where he's going to a direct position with Cole Palmer, which is difficult, you know. But if he comes to Man United, he's got a spot there just waiting for him, you know. And if United could do a deal with João Felix, I mean, what a bit of business that would be, you know. But again, we have to wait and see, man. But yeah, guys, just a quick one anyway. But yeah, well, as I said, what do you guys think, man? Do you think João Felix is a good signing for United, or do you think United should be looking elsewhere? Again, I like Cunha. I think Cunha is a top player as well. I know. I think Chelsea playing Wolves now, so I'm going to go and watch the rest of the second half. But yeah, man, just a quick one anyway. But guys, make sure you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to my channel at GavGoesIn on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. And obviously, yeah, guys, smash that like button, man. Give man some love. Helps with the algorithms as well. Helps to spread that to more people. And keep your questions coming in as well. You know, any questions you got for me, man, will be appreciated. And I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.